What is up? People of all different types of ages, races, genders, and yes, even you other species out there watching this video. My name is OmegaPro, and it's time to talk about the new Hubworld in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Now, I made a video about the Hubworld in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 way earlier, before I think like a month or two back at this point, so I'll leave that link in the video description below so you can go ahead and check that out alongside a lot of other of my Xenoverse 2 discussion videos, so you can go ahead and look at all of those to see what I've covered so far. But anyway, this new city called Conton City, I think that's how you say it, Conton, I think it's Conton City, that's what I'm going to be calling it, Conton City, the successor to Toki Toki City. Now, the biggest thing about this city is that apparently it's going to be 7 times bigger than Toki Toki City. Holy shit. In addition to that, this game will also have 300 simultaneous players inhabiting Conton City at one given moment. So you remember how in Toki Toki City in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 1, how you were just running around in the city and you saw random players load in and pop in every now and again or whatever? Picture that, but a lot more hectic and a bigger space as well. So it's going to be a lot more fleshed out. You're not going to see like 6 characters all in the same exact square location. So if you're trying to look at one of your friends to see what they're doing, to see if they're saluting or doing one of the emotes or whatever, they're not going to be, you know, a random Saiyan or something that just walks in front of them and then all of a sudden you can't see anything. It's going to be a lot bigger, as well as have a lot more players there. So if you want to talk to certain players and, you know, try to look for a party, you can use the emotes there to say, hey, look, I'm looking for a party, let's run some parallel quests. You get other people to run parallel quests, and boom, there you go. Also, you get to see a lot more cool character designs and take inspiration from that, which I think is really cool. Another thing to take into account here is that in the new Conton City, you will actually be able to fly around. Now, this word comes from my boy Rhyme Style. His link will definitely be in the description. Go ahead and check him out. What he says is that apparently you will not immediately learn how to fly right off the rip. Now, you will apparently be able to fly during the fighting game portion. So when you're doing your actual parallel quest or doing the story, you will fly. But in terms of flying around Conton City, you will actually be limited to a hoverboard until you learn the ability to fly. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I think flying should be a mandatory thing. Like, I think most characters should just be able to know how to fly off the bat, but that's just me. You're gonna be on a hoverboard looking like one of them, like one of them dudes with those wheelie hoverboard things, riding down the street, smoking indos. No, I'm just kidding with you. But yeah, so that's Conton City. It looks great. We've seen a little bit of what it looks like. Very huge. So this makes me think that there's going to be maybe some more gameplay elements to do in the city. Maybe there's going to be a lot more things in Conton City that we get to explore. So like, if this is just a bigger city for the sake of being bigger with no additional features or anything added in there, no additional game modes or something, that's going to be really weird. They did mention that there's going to be actual like dedicated local multiplayer. So just like in the old days, doing local multiplayer on, you know, Tenkaichi Budokai or whatever. So maybe you can have another new section for just doing local multiplayer. That makes sense. But if it's going to be 7 times bigger, I would expect there to be a lot more stuff. Because Toki Toki City, while it wasn't the biggest in the world, it was big enough to carry a bunch of different features. It just kind of sucked how if we wanted to do certain things, we had to go all the way, you know, to the other side of Toki Toki City or something like that to get something done. And it was just a lot of back and forth, and it was pretty boring that way. So I think that could get even worse in Conton City if there isn't a lot of additional things added into it. If it's sort of the same thing but 7 times bigger, that just means things are going to be spread out even more, and it's going to take even longer to get to places and get to what you want to do. If this is, of course, assuming there are no menus, which I don't think that there are. I think there's just going to be this hub world that you go to do online, parallel quest, story mode, shops, and all that type of stuff. Maybe there'll be new things for you to buy, so there'll be new shops. Maybe there'll be side quests that you can do, more side quests, not just like Oh, hey, look, I see Goten randomly. Let me go talk to him. Maybe there'll be actual dedicated spots for that stuff. I don't know, but this is still very, very exciting for me because I think Toki Toki City, we can all agree, while it was functional at doing, you know, what we needed it to do, it was kind of boring and bland. And if Conton City is going to be even bigger but have some of the same stuff, it's going to be even more boring and bland. But I don't think I don't think Bandai Namco would do that. I think they know what they're doing with this, and I think that we will get a more in-depth city. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Of course, my name is OmegaPro. I would like to thank y'all for watching. I'm out. Peace.